Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a rapture confirmation video about a confirmation I received from God about a week or two ago. I haven't made videos in a while, and that's because I've mostly been focusing on studying the Bible. Over the past 12 months I've read the Bible I think about 45 times all the way through. And so I haven't had much time to make videos, but now I wanted to make a video about like kind of in a response to a testimony that's become very popular recently on YouTube from a pastor I think in South Africa. His name's Joshua, and if you type in Joshua testimony, it should be pretty easy to find. So in his testimony, he talks about how he received a vision from Jesus saying that the rapture would take place in the year 2025, and also during the Feast of Trumpets in the month of September, which takes place over 2 days, September 23rd and September 24th. So in his testimony, he talks about how Jesus not only said that the rapture would take place on one of those 2 days in the year 2025, but also that 7 years later, Jesus' second coming would occur in the year 2032 on, I think, September 15th of 2032. So some things that are interesting that have been popping up on YouTube are the idea how in the Bible it speaks of a period of time of 2,550 days, and what's interesting, and this is talking about the tribulation. And what's interesting is that if you count from September 23rd, 2025 until September 15th, 2032, it equals exactly 2,550 days. And that coincidence doesn't happen in previous years or future years often at all. It's a very rare thing. For instance, since Israel was founded in the year 1948, that's only happened 6 times. And this year is going to be the start of the 7th time. Many people point to the idea that Israel has been around for 77 years and how this is important, and how that there's a lot of prophecies in the Bible speaking of 84 years, and how Israel turning 77 to 84 is going to be a 7-year period that could point to that being the tribulation, the beginning and end of the tribulation, again pointing to the year 2025 to 2032. I could go on. There's hundreds of different metaphors in the Bible that all talk about how the year 2025 is probably going to be the year of the rapture. Even the Feast of Trumpets itself, it has a Jewish idiom used to describe it since before the time of Jesus walking on earth, which is no one knows the day or the hour. And that's because nobody would ever know when the Feast of Trumpets would occur, because it was based on the sighting of the new moon, the silver lining of the moon. So they would actually station people at night to watch for the first sighting of the moon. Then they would blow their trumpets. There's lots of signs, hundreds of signs pointing to this Feast of Trumpet being the rapture day or period of time, either September 23rd or 24th, depending on where you are around the world. It's impossible to pinpoint exactly what hour or what day it's going to occur for you within that 2-day period, because if you're on the other half of the world, it could be the previous day or the next day on the calendar. But there's a lot of signs that's going to occur on that day. And so I was asking God, I was praying and asking him to confirm this for me. And I was just saying, God, I ask that you give me a sign that this stuff is that the rapture is going to happen this September, because I see hundreds of signs. I've heard hundreds of testimonies that all say that these people have received similar confirmations. And after I prayed that prayer, I was driving one day to work, and this car cuts me off and swerves in front of me, and it has a bumper sticker on it, and the bumper sticker on that car said 239 flies. And I was thinking to myself, you know, I look at bumper stickers every day. I drive, you know, sometimes an hour to get to work every day. I pass by, you know, hundreds of thousands of cars, and I never see a car with a bumper sticker that has a 923 or a 239 on it or something like that. But just the same day, I asked God for a confirmation. This car pulls in front of me and kind of stays in front of me for like 5 minutes. And I look at it and I think to myself, 239 flies. That's something that seems kind of significant. It seems like maybe God placed that in front of me on that day for a purpose. I later looked that up. The company, it's like a fishing company, I think in Florida, like for fly fishing. But I thought to myself, well, the 23rd of September, 239 flies, maybe we do fly on that day. And for me, that was confirmation that there is something to this day, this Feast of Trumpets of this year. I think that God is pouring out his Spirit on all flesh in these end times, giving revelations to children, to elderly, through dreams and visions. I think that there are, between the blood moons and the signs of the times, I'm gonna have to make a couple more videos about this, but I just wanted to make this video about my a rapture confirmation that God gave to me that I'm convinced by is divine, and I wanted to share that with you. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye, and God bless.